yet to make for him is on.
No worries. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shut up, shut up. Oh, shit.
Oh, I didn't realize he also fucked over Bad Wolf's mock.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
I actually fucked up the mocks. And I
That's
wanted
it.
it done ahead of time, but it's the price
Carolina
that has to be.
continuing the tradition of ruining everybody's mocks.
Carolina tradition, baby.
Carolina tradition of just ruining everybody's time with trades.
Hey, they're all done ahead of time this time.
I guess.
DM me
All
who you're
of-
taking first overall.
I finally moved the trade talks to before the draft.
DM me who you're taking first overall. Leak it to me.
I think it's pretty obvious, right? 'Cause
That's pretty
you traded in
obvious.
front of
I
me.
haven't been around for 2 months,
Oh well, that's on you.
and yet I'm still gonna get paid, baby.
How are you not fired?
Because precedent was set in the SHL.
Oh,
I haven't been fired because it's actually been a ridiculously emotionally stressful time,
okay, I'm sorry.
And because I'm capable.
and because Jess is capable. I actually hired a co who knows what they're doing to a
That's-
degree. Jeff, you know about as much of what you're doing as I do.
I mean, I've been doing the job about 2 seasons more than you at this point, so I think I might have you beat.
2 seasons, no.
Got him.
I was only
Got
gone for
him.
1 season.
Maybe it just felt like 2 seasons.
It did just feel like 2 seasons,
I'm gonna go take another shot.
but I was only gone for 1 season.
Oh, I gotta get a beer. You're right. Good point.
God, please nobody trade a pick multiple times.
Make sure
Hey,
you
does
trade the
anyone-
bumper pick too. Let me just recommend that.
Does anyone want to trade like our 7?
Also, make sure you.
I need a helper.
That
Okay.
worked so well for us last year. He was such a huge help.
Massive help. I like that we got him invited without him even knowing he was being invited too.
It's like,
He just
"Come on,
clicked
here."
accept, like, okay.
Invite has been sent.
I don't know if he's online. He said he was gonna help, but then he kind of went quiet.
Sounds like me this season.
Fun fact: the JMOC is still unlocked.
They are going until the first pick is made or announced.
Oh.
Everybody go do your things.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen that, Detroit and Carolina just screwed everybody.
Go live so we can tell all the rookies.
But also, Carolina Kraken are in fact Judge Judy gift on the clock.
How much time do I have?
Great
Shut
job.
up.
I promised everybody I was going to get a clock this time. I'm
You
telling
didn't.
you right now, you have 5 minutes.
That's
Max.
why.
What?
That's way too
Give him
long.
30 seconds. He's the first overall. He has
you
the
don't
clock the whole
understand.
time.
You don't understand. That's throughout the entire draft.
Oh,
When
Oh.
2 minutes comes out, they can't make any more picks.
Wait, do you want me to keep track of our 5 minutes? Because I'll
wait,
do
wait,
it.
wait, wait. Is that real?
This is what we are.
Is
It'll
that like
be
a?
real if it needs to be.
I love this.
Oh man.
Okay, I've got a timer set for 5 minutes.
Are we doing like chess match? Start the thing.
Usually it's
Well,
an
I know the
hour,
stream
but you
is
know.
Super low. Just FYI.
AZJHA, because I don't know how to pronounce your name, there will be video. He's in the YouTube chat.
Please tell me the stream isn't up yet and I'm not behind.
Yeah, yeah. It's live.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Rugsy wants me to say his name.
Don't do it.
Okay. Title
Oops.
screen's fine. I saw the stream in Discord show the name of the player and I was like, that's not right.
Wait, that's not Jess.
Wait a second.
Wait, what?
I did.
Ah, damn, I was supposed to pick Jess.
Oh, wait, redo.
Okay, just give me a sec here. Can I? Did they announce the trade yet? Can I change the clock or change the pick order?
I changed the pick order.
I haven't put it up on the thing though.
Oh, that's fair. I changed the board.
That is a draft day trade.
Yes.
Great. Just great.
Okay. You was too quiet.
If anybody's wondering, the Guelph Storm are absolutely beating up on the Owen Sound attack right now.
Very cool.
It is 3-0 in the first. Oh, 3-1, never mind.
And you changed it.
Well, it was before I even said that. Cat, get off the table. That. Oh, never mind. It's 4-1. Vic, is it me? Am I the loud one?
I'm curious who would loud names.
Probably me.
That would be Jimmy.
Once we can get that Discord over my start pointing fingers. Oh, and their TV was just turned up too loud.
No, that's a different Vic.
Oh,
Yeah, two
Yeah, there's
Vics.
two Vics.
too many people are being Vic.
How dare you? Ooh. Jess,
What's that?
did you see what Regina did? You see the helper that you're pulled into the
Why are you the only person I can hear on the stream, Jax?
because I'm the best and I'm the only one that should be listened to. You're pulled in our boy Sam as his helper.
Good for him.
pulling in Sam as a helper is not leaking anything. It's not like I'm announcing picks or anything. Vic, that would be me, Jack, the GM of the Nevada Battleborn.
Sounds like the Vic and the Victor gotta go together.
Sam, I know you're in the stream. Just remember that Jess and I both love you.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. SMJHL entry draft. So, going to get started off a little bit spicy for those of you that have not been in the loop of the last 5 minutes. There has been a trade. Carolina is trading their... let me pull it up for you. Carolina is trading their 10th overall from season 62, their first round in season 63, and their third round in season 63 for Detroit's first overall and Detroit's third overall. However, the third and first from Carolina and Detroit slide to Carolina's first, if this is the first overall in season 64, and Carolina's third changes to an earlier of Anaheim or QCC third if one loses, or if one of those is before Carolina's. And then Detroit can void these elements until the end of season 63 4-star cup finals. So while we're waiting for Carolina's pick, why don't we go ahead and see who all is in here? If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Oh, there are way too many people in here for that.
Well, I mean, we can start from the top of the Discord down if you want. All right, so we've got ACAP in here. Hello, ACAP.
Hi there, I'm A Capital Chicago. I'm the SMJHL co-commissioner. I'm here for quality control and to make sure that nothing goes awry. We don't have to pause the draft again. So that's my position.
Next, we've got Alaris. They are muted, so I don't know if they're around, but they're here, so they may interject here soon. Next, we have my absolute favorite man of all time, my co-host, my fellow hot boy, the co-host of this season 62 draft, Granny Pan Pan.
Hello, it is I'm late, but I'm here.
That's fine. You're fashionably late.
Yes, after driving dangerously fast in dangerous conditions.
That's okay.
I got here only reasonably late.
You had the need for speed.
And boy howdy.
Next, we have Jax.
That would be me. I am the GM of the Nevada Battleborn. We don't really have a pick until the third round, so I'm going to hang out for a little bit.
That's perfectly fine. We are happy to have you, Jax. Then we have the man himself, the King Hot Boy, if you will, 7, GM of the Carolina Kraken.
Hey guys, I ruined all the mock drafts and I'm sorry.
We've got Sleeveless Trade Talks Wonder.
The man himself. Next, we've got St. Louis.
Hey everybody, I'm Sparky, GM of the St. Louis Scarecrows. Go Crows! Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
And then we have the man himself behind the scenes pulling all the strings. We got Thunder.
Hey, I don't have any cool animal noise that I can make for an elk right now, so I'm
What a nerd.
If I may interject just for a second for St. Louis, if I may, Scree.
Oh,
yeah.
Fighting words already.
I'll ignore that.
All right, so let's see. So Carolina moving up in the draft, pretty big play. I think it's safe to say we all know who they're going for.
A bold presumption.
Granny, how do you feel leaving Carolina and seeing this move happen, being such an important piece?
I mean, it's heartbreaking to leave Carolina, but I know, you know, 7 appreciation time. I know he's gonna make the big picks. He's gonna pick. I know he's gonna pick. We all do, but I'm happy that he's replacing me properly.
Yeah, I think we can. I don't know if you can ever truly be replaced, but
he's gonna do his best.
Absolutely, a 7 will always do his best.
Always.
So let's talk about. I don't know. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about? It's kind of weird. I don't normally talk to any GMs in our podcast. We don't have many GMs on, so it's kind of. I didn't really write down a list of questions for you guys because I didn't know many of you would be here. So
well,
I didn't know I was going to be here.
I didn't know I was going to be here either, but I didn't have enough coffee for this, so pretty exhausted right now.
I didn't know there was
very energetic.
I didn't know there was a draft until about 7 a.m. this morning.
Classic.
Yeah,
Listen, it was a very busy morning.
Yeah, I definitely. It was definitely pretty hectic getting up and getting ready for this draft because it's kind of surprising. You don't really think about how much work goes into a draft like this because from the outside looking in, you think, oh, it's just some dudes streaming and talking to each other. But I have found out in the best way possible that is not at all what happens. There's so much setup going into this, and there's a really exciting energy as well that I definitely wasn't anticipating. I'm definitely a fan of it. I'm not I'm not hating or anything, but it's definitely exciting. So
I woke up and found out that someone got stabbed.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
That happens every draft, though.
Yeah, it's yeah. I honestly blame Anaheim.
What?
So, no, I'm just kidding.
That's fair. Let's blame it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's not an SHL J draft without somebody getting stabbed at least once. The last time somebody got stabbed, it was actually me. It was Granny that stabbed me because
no.
I took his Chipotle burrito and he didn't like that. So
is that how that works?
I'd probably stab you too, to be honest.
I worked there. I could make a new one.
I mean, that's what I said as I was bleeding on the floor. But you know, potatoes, tomatoes. So,
damn it.
This just in, the first overall draft, or first overall pick of the season 62 J draft is in, and the Carolina Kraken have selected Ergonomic, who is a recreate. That is Bad Wolf. She's going to be a left D, and her strengths are puck handling and defensive read, and her weaknesses are screening and getting open. So it looks like she's probably going to be going for a playmaking defenseman, which is, and this build could change drastically throughout the seasons, but already looks like 7 is beginning to replace you, Granny, and you're already becoming a distant memory.
That's where I belong, honestly. I think we should. I'm breaking up with the Kraken, honestly.
Yeah,
it's been fun. Bad Wolf's the new Granny Pan.
That's fair. That is a fair statement. So, what are your guys' thoughts about that, GMs?
Personally, this is shocking to me. I didn't see it coming. I thought Bad Wolf was going to fall to like the late 5th. Mm-hmm. So Carolina's going a little off the board here. But, I mean, whatever you do, you, my dude.
Yeah, late 6th, I definitely thought she would go late 6th.
as the one that actually had a shot, not happy, to say the least. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna definitely help out. From my point of, from a Kraken's point of view, Granny is leaving, and he was one of our big demon, and Bad Wolf, I'm assuming, I'm hoping, is going to be a top earner, without a doubt. So it's going to be nice to know that we have a left, or a demon there that will be consistent and dependable. So,
unlike Jimmy's player, Vincent Fox. Who
yeah, I mean, Vincent Fox is kind of, I don't know what his deal is, honestly.
Yeah, me neither.
He just likes to show up when it's least needed. So.
Yeah. So Bad Wolf's gonna be your replacement, actually.
Is she? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I believe it. I hope so. Honestly, I hope for it. To be completely honest with you,
I think it'd be better for everyone.
I think Granny Pan Pan's time is overspent in the Kraken locker room, and I'm glad that they're gone. Is Granny Pan Pan a she or a he?
Granny Pan Pan is an entity.
That's fair.
Granny Pan Pan is an it, like Michael Myers.
Yes.
Granny Pan Pan is a shape.
Granny Pan Pan cannot
Concept.
Yes. You can't bring me down within these terms.
Granny Pan Pan is evil incarnate.
Pure chaos.
Pure chaos. It's like
personification.
I just imagine Halloween night walking around, and there's just an old grandma with a gun following me around. Just.
Oh, you're lucky if it's a gun. That's quick and easy.
Consistently pointing it at me for no reason. So the second pick of the draft is in from Anaheim, and they have selected left wing Lesko Brandon. Username D-Hoop. He's a first gen player, and his strengths are passing and puck handling, and his weaknesses are shot blocking and face-offs.
Nice.
So, obviously, going to be an offensive wing. It's a good pickup. He's pretty active on the forums, so I'd say that's a pretty safe pick.
One thing that impresses me a bit about this prospect, I think this was just a really good early pick. It was smart to take them super early because first gens can be fantastic. I really enjoyed their recap of the SHL draft because even if it was pretty quick over it, it was always great to see people looking at things in the SHL despite not even being drafted into the J yet. I think their build is fantastic with a good balance of offense and physical rating. And I think this would be a pretty good candidate for Rookie of the Year, depending on how the season goes.
Yeah, I like when new creates get picked this high. It's something that it's good for the league, I think. Because I'm an avid guy that likes to see people that are brand new to this league get drafted higher. So, congratulations, well done.
There you go. Let's go, Brandon. D-Hoop, welcome to the league.
Yes, sir.
I hope you have a wonderful time. This league is something else. It's an awesome thing.
Yeah. So, this is Talls, the GM of Anaheim. We definitely. I brought Brandon in as soon as he was approved. I had a quick conversation with him within the hour, and yeah, he definitely made his impact immediately in the locker rooms, and I heard from other GMs he was doing the same thing. So I knew that there's a chance he could go in 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to make sure that I got that out of the way.
That's
Lock him
awesome.
down.
That's always good to know when you have a good locker room presence early. Because I know as a J GM, it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's not necessarily hard, but there's a bit more, I guess, research involved to finding out if new creates will be a good locker room presence. Because obviously, with whether they be new creates or recreates going to the expansion draft, or not the expansion, the Major League Draft for the first time, you have a full season of hearing about them and seeing them on the forums and whatnot, so you have the ability to see what kind of person they are already. But the J draft is a bit more difficult and a bit easier to bust on, I guess is the term I'm looking for. But I give major props to you, to all the JGMs. You guys all do a ton of good work, good research work. I mean, Seven was able to find Granny somehow through all of the clutter.
Yeah, he won my heart.
Yeah, so
he still has it.
So next up on the draft is Newfoundland. So who do we think?
It's a trade.
Ooh, we have a trade. Okay.
Yeah. Big ol' three-way trade.
Big old trade.
Big old trade.
Big ol' honking trade.
Who doesn't love a three-way?
Sure we don't get sleep this draft.
Honestly, who doesn't love a good trade? Like, who doesn't just love popping open like NHL 23 and just trading away like
everything?
You know, just going to the Leafs and trading away Austin Matthews for some chump change. You know, could be me.
That's toxic.
Is it though?
I mean, I did do it with Pittsburgh one time, like 7 years ago, but
yeah. I mean, don't tell TDZ, but any bad things that happen to Pittsburgh, you probably deserve it. So that's just me, though. Unbiased, by the way. That's actually factual. I'm not biased or anything, but but well, and I'm already getting flamed in Discord, so that's good. I appreciate that from you, Granny.
You're welcome.
Can always rely on you to make sure you stay in the pot.
I immediately told TDC.
Yeah.
Because I'm a good friend.
That's fair. I expect that from you.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
Mm-hmm. So, well, has the trade come through yet?
Yep, it's already posted.
Okay, so I don't know if I have a screen for it, to be honest with you.
We don't.
Okay, so
I did not. I mean, we don't have three-way trade graphics in the SHL either.
All right. Okay, so the trade is between the Nevada Battleborn, Regina Elk, and Newfoundland Berserkers. So, to Nevada Battleborn is going. I don't even know how to read this.
You want to try to help?
Yeah. We can help.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Like, I can break it down if you want.
Okay, yeah, go for it, Jax.
Okay, so to the Nevada Battleborn, they get the 26th overall pick from the Regina Elk and a season 63 4th pick from Newfoundland. The Regina Elk get 3rd overall pick from the Newfoundland Berserkers and 23rd overall from Nevada. And the Newfoundland Berserkers get 5th overall from Regina and 18th overall, I'm also assuming from Regina because I don't know who owns that pick.
And if you want to get really complicated, 23rd overall was originally Anchorage's.
Oh.
Yeah. Which Nevada had.
Yes.
So basically, long story short, Nevada's moving down in the 2nd, Regina's moving up. They're also moving up in the 1st, and Newfoundland is getting a 1st and a 2nd to let Regina do that.
All right.
I swear, you JGMs make our job so difficult. It's never just, hey, we're trading this player for that player, or we're giving up these 2 picks for those 2 picks. It's like, hey, let's get everybody possibly involved. And oh, by the way, one of these picks belong to somebody else.
To be fair, like the thing that I agreed to was very simple.
Hey.
It just got involved in a much bigger thing.
I think ACAP's just a bad commissioner.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Don't worry, I'll dock your pay for that.
That's reasonable.
Wait, Granny's getting paid?
I'll dock your pay.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Wait, am I getting paid? I actually don't know the answer to that question.
Yes, you guys are getting paid for hosting the draft stream.
All right, that's fine.
Sweet. All right, well, next pick of the draft, the new third pick by Regina is in. God, that's so weird to say. I just... Anyways.
Just say Regina. Just offend everyone.
Fair.
Regina is San Sam Immer by the last Heraclid. I could be Greek. I don't know. I don't speak Greek, so I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Anyways, it's a left demon. Recreate. His strengths are shooting range and offensive read. His weaknesses are screening and face-offs. So, obviously...
That makes sense.
Yeah, he is we're going to have an offensive demon in Regina. And congratulations. And apparently, according to the YouTube comments, it's Emerson, but it's not...
It's not showing all the thing?
Yeah, it's not showing all the thing.
It's a bit of a long name.
It's a pretty long name, yeah.
So, my apologies,
So,
Emerson.
I want to say that I think this is a great pick for Regina. I think that Emerson is just a fantastic user. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their actual username, but I think that with Regina being a newer expansion team, bringing in Emerson is huge for the development of the team. They're a fantastic leader and they make everybody feel welcome. So I think that the new JGMs for Regina really did their homework on this pick, and I think it was fantastic for them to make it work.
Yeah, thanks. I definitely did my homework.
So yeah, congratulations to San Sam. Here's to having a good season with one of the coolest logos in the league. Honestly, that Regina logo is pretty sick.
It's pretty clean, yeah. It's clean.
Gorgeous.
It's very clean.
It's a nice little thing there, yeah.
So hopefully here soon we can get, because we don't have both the Regina GMs in here, do we? We just have one.
No, it's just me.
Just you? Okay. Was your co
I know.
around?
I am the co.
Oh, is your head GM around?
He is in the Regina server right
bully
now
him.
with
I'll
our
go bully him.
scouting
Yeah,
team.
go bully him.
Do it.
Go get him.
Go bully him.
Please don't bully shirt.
Go get him.
Sick.
He'll just laugh at you.
And
Sick
we're
him.
bullying.
I mean, we can all bully Jert right now.
I think it's a really good idea.
Hey,
Leave
Jert.
him alone. Your first draft is hard.
Hey, Jert, I only have one ticket to MCR and it's not yours. Ha ha ha.
Got
What do you
him.
mean?
God,
That's a deep cut.
that's
Well,
extra.
since you're here, would you like to tell us how, or what you're looking forward to in your first season with Regina as co-GM?
I think what the past management team did last season was a pretty good start, and I think we're just kind of looking to build on that from here at this point. We still have a roster that's pretty bare. We had a lot of holes and a lot of inactives that kind of filled out the bottom of it. So adding someone like San Sam is a good start, and hopefully we can get somebody with one of our later picks too, and just kind of keep adding active players and help build out our LR, because it's pretty not quiet, but it can be better.
So this was actually my first expansion draft, because I say my as in I was just in the league when it happened, and I was honestly impressed. I didn't really know what to expect, but with the way Regina played, I was pretty impressed, because I feel like just based on just looking and watching things happen, most teams are only going to give up their inactives for the most part. So you guys being able to do what you did, and plus you had to share picks with Great Falls as well, so being able to do that you guys, but being able to have as good of a first season as you guys had, it's pretty impressive. So here's to hoping that you guys can continue that.
Absolutely.
That expansion draft was terrifying for me.
Yeah, the expansion draft was very nerve-wracking, especially over in Carolina, because that season that we had the expansion draft, there was a ton of active players. Like, I think most of our roster was active minus 2 people. So,
something like that.
Yeah, so everybody that was an active, like, good, positive role in our locker room was at threat to be taken, and one guy did. Obviously, I'm happy for him, and he's doing well over there, but Blasoon was taken by Regina in the expansion draft, and we miss him dearly. Granny and I's covert operation to steal him back is still underway, but you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, that's our business.
Yeah, that's our business.
It's tampering live on stream.
I mean,
That's okay. No, we don't use that word around here.
It's only tampering.
We call it.
What were you gonna say, Granny?
I call it creative problem solving.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's merely a suggestion.
Yeah,
yes.
and it's only tampering if Granny and I don't come out on top. So.
And that will never happen.
Exactly.
So.
I mean, we're the hot boys after all. It will never happen. So, while we're waiting on this next pick, what are your guys' way too early off-season predictions? I like to take that from
season?
Just for season success, I suppose, for the J. I like to take that from college football, where as soon as the national championship is over, they immediately post predictions for the next stuff.
Well, I really think as like not a GM, I think Maine, it's finally time for them to like win something. They got screwed out of a playoff spot last season, but I think they will make the one this season and go pretty far.
All right, so next pick is in. Don't mean to interrupt. Anaheim, who is picking 4th, has selected left D-man Draco Carr. I can't, again, the last name is cut off. So
it's Sunazo.
By Vic, and it is a recreate. His strengths are going to be hitting and checking, and his weaknesses are screening and face-off. So, Goon Squad?
Goon Squad.
Yeah. So, I definitely... I knew Vic from the last class, and due to some unfortunate circumstances, they had to recreate again.
Yep.
But, no, just, in my opinion, a great person. Someone that I want in our locker room. Someone that will help us be successful. And someone to replace an IA that hasn't been active for 2 seasons, so I would really like a new crease-clearing defenseman, so, yay.
Well,
Vic. I drafted Vic last season, and he's a St. Louis legend, Detroit legend. That's where I met him when I first joined the league in Detroit, and that's why I drafted him last year. But I'm glad he's back, and hopefully everything's going well for him. But I'm glad to see him back in the league.
Well, welcome back, Vic. I hope you enjoy your time here as much as you did in the past. So, anybody else got any bold predictions for the J? Granny, do you have
I think I'm gonna make like a WWE comeback mid-season.
By God, is that Granny Pan's music?
Yeah, my intro music. I'm not gonna walk in. I'm just gonna like I just appear out of mist.
Like the Undertaker.
Is that what he does?
Okay, but that would be dope.
That would be pretty sick. As soon as the gong hits Granny's center ice, all the lights turn off.
It comes back on. He's just on a breakaway.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd like to think, as an outside observer who is absolutely not biased, that Nevada's really going to shine this year. They had that deep draft class, like 2 or 3 drafts ago?
Yeah.
And it's largely still all intact, and a good chunk of them are still active. So they're going to be pretty capped out this season.
I know, like, ever since that draft, Carolina War Room just been scared of what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess you guys are going to be good. I don't know. Nevada kind of stinky. I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Very, very hurtful.
Grand Pan off the draft board for whenever you recreate, just for that comment.
That's reasonable.
I mean, that's
you and I'll be running Manhattan at that point, though. So
that is true. And plus, I'm not going to go into the draft. I'm going to just be another UDFA in South Carolina. You're not stopping me.
That's fair. I'm thinking of doing that, and I'm like in the SHL, and also not on Carolina. I have an immense man crush on 7, and it's only really rivaled.
Trust me.
They're only really rivaled by Keanu Reeves and Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, that's nice, but would you like to tell me why we're not drafting you?
I don't think you'll have first overall. And history there.
Okay, so once again, is there something you'd like to tell me?
No, not yet.
What is happening?
Note to self: keep eye on Nevada.
No,
everyone's
just let him watch. He'll
Nevada.
figure it out.
That's pretty great. So, I think my bold prediction is Carolina won't get beaten by Quebec City again.
That's a very bold prediction.
Don't put that pressure on us. Don't do that to me.
It's okay. In 7 we trust.
You deserve it.
If we don't do well, it's 7's fault. If we do well, 7 did it. So it's
either 7 appreciation or 7 hatred.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
So with that being said, the next pick in the draft is Granny, for interrupting you.
I hate you now.
It's all right. I deserve it. We have. All right. Let's try to pronounce this. Rand Althor from Habs fan from Ontario, who is
Randall.
Recreate. Randall. Okay. See, told you. I listen, man. All right. I only speak American.
It is not Randall.
There's a space in between.
Quite confident
There
it's not
is in
Randall.
fact a space.
Listen,
We need Sopath in here.
Jimmy got it. Jimmy got it.
You say that, but that's the thing is so many of the names in this draft or in any of the drafts in this entire league are all like plays on just funny names.
This is literally straight up just a Wheel of Time reference.
Like I don't even.
I'm not a nerd. I don't read.
Yeah.
Like how the second somebody says Wheel of Time, Sopath shows up.
There he is.
Oh, is he a famous Wheel of Time supporter?
Oh, Sopath literally can't make it 5 words in without mentioning Wheel of Time.
Yep.
Classic Sopath.
So
all my time knowing Sopath, that's how he is.
So this man here, Randall, I'm gonna call him Randall. It's the new thing. His shooting range is be at 15 and his acceleration at 13. So I can only assume that he's going to be a speedy D-man. He's definitely going to be pretty good because in my limited knowledge of SHL Recreates, I have heard of Habs and I've heard very good things about him. So I know that he's going to do well for Newfoundland. Words from Sopath. He says, the wheel of time turns and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth comes again. What that means could be anybody's guess. I don't get paid to figure it out.
So, Pat, am I gonna have to get at the Wheel of Time stick? Because I'll do it. I'll get at the Wheel of Time
Go
stick.
get the stick.
Every time you mention Wheel of Time, just bop right on the nose.
So, I would like to point out, Granny.
Yes.
Somebody in the comments did say, and they're quoting you, "I'm not a nerd. Someone in this league, or someone in this kind of league."
All right. You know what? No, this is sports. This is manly.
It's a fair point.
Yeah. No, his point's not fair. Only my points are fair.
I mean, I'm very much a nerd.
And that's fine, you know, I guess. But I'm not. I'm a cool Chad. All right, I can't keep the spit up anymore. It's not worth the argument. You win, guy. I've lost this battle of wits.
You've been beaten by Jess.
I've been beaten.
You deserve it.
Oh my goodness.
Been beaten in the battle of wits.
This is worse than that time I lost Skull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just sat here and he just defeated himself.
It's honestly.
That is, you just said like one sentence and then I just dug myself a hole and now I'm gonna cry.
It's a true power that is. And Sopath is still going on in the comments. I'm not even gonna bother reading them because he's just gone on a whole story. Like he's practically writing a book in there.
I think he's reciting just the entire Wheel of Time series.
But
that's a very long series, so
yeah, I've never, I don't know, I could never. So, with that being said, next pick in the draft.
God damn it, Buster.
Is St. Louis. The Scarecrows have selected Sisyphus Imbros by Sabres fan, who is a recruit.
Can you say that first name again for me one more time?
Sisyphus.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you say it again. That's all.
Isn't that how it's pronounced? Listen, I'm not.
Something like that.
Probably.
Listen, I'm not.
I mean, that seems right. Sisyphus.
I'm not Greek, all right? Okay.
Yeah,
I
don't
played
know.
Hades on the Switch, and that's how they pronounce it. So, that's my knowledge. That is my limited knowledge of Greek.
That's all you need.
So he is a center, and his strengths are face-off and acceleration, and his weaknesses are shot blocking and shooting range.
Me, Sparky, hello. Hello, everybody in the comments. This is Sabres fan, man. He, all the old timers here in the SHL, they know who this guy is. He came back from a vacation, I'll call it. I had a great conversation with him. I think he's the experience we need in the locker room right now with the younger people we have, and we lost quite a bit of players, so we're trying to rebuild. And I think Sabres fan is going to be that guy to take this team to the next level. So, congratulations, Sabres fan, and welcome to St. Louis.
You heard it. So,
the great thing about Sabres going to St. Louis is that because he's a Sabres fan, he's already accustomed to that special brand of disappointment.
Jesus Christ.
Jax.
I see we're starting fights tonight.
Yes,
I'm starting fights every night.
I think that's the best way to do this.
Yeah, it gets the people going.
Yeah, a peaceful draft stream is a boring draft stream.
It really is. I think that's what we're missing was.
Look, I'm sure Tall's wanted to murder me like 45 minutes ago.
I mean, I still do, but like.
It's over, yeah.
I'll just wait till you get into Ohio State so I can do it in person.
I mean, if Talls is going to murder anybody, Talls, how do you feel about Issa staying down for like the next 2 seasons?
Bad words.
Nice.
I'm just happy I got your first.
New topic.
Yeah. That's it.
And on to the next pick.
So, on to the next pick. Which isn't ready yet. New topic though. This is a little thing for you folks. Right, I don't know. Somebody in the comments, Granny, asked when the Hot Boys holiday calendar is coming out. Do we have a date on that yet?
I don't know what that is. Did we like talk about it on the podcast?
Well, yeah, remember you and I went to that that abandoned warehouse and took a bunch of pictures half naked wearing hockey gear. And we're going to post it on a calendar. So a different picture for each month. Remember? You don't remember that?
No, I'm pretty sure you bad for the graphic raiders right now.
Pretty sure you drugged me for this. I don't have any recollection of this event.
No, I don't know.
I've got a big.
Yeah.
I've got a big red truck I can pose on.
I mean, honestly, next holiday, yes, we're gonna if this calendar release is successful, we will absolutely start branching out and invite.
And we'll get 7 in on it.
Well, I don't know about 7. Remember what he
No,
did to
7
us,
gym
remember?
selfies.
Well, remember how he excluded us from his podcast?
Oh, he did.
refuses to
7
collaborate with
with
us?
blatant discrimination against the Hot Boys. Refused to let us on Hockey Talk, whatever podcast he is.
Yeah.
That's stupid anyway.
Yeah, it's honestly, it was quite infuriating, honestly, and
I've never been more angry in my life.
I haven't either, and I am absolutely like Hot Boys are coming for HTT without a doubt. We are going to take the #1 spot on on the leaderboards.
Do it. I'm tired. Do it.
Good. We will put you out to pasture eventually, you old man.
Yes, we will take over. We will be the #1 podcast.
It's going to be a hostile takeover. Might as well get ready for it now. Like, it will be completely hostile.
I'm going. We're starting an army.
Until you have me on the podcast, I have to support 7 because he's had me on twice.
Wait, Jimmy, you want to just record podcast after this, and Jax can just stay here?
Yeah.
I've got to clean my apartment though.
You can do it while cleaning.
Well,
That's the glory of being a hot boy is you can do whatever you want whenever you want.
It's
however
pure
you want.
chaos.
Do I have to wear pants?
No.
No.
You don't. That's one of the selling
You're,
points.
you're encouraged not to.
Yeah.
We usually don't.
Nice.
So leading into that, Great Falls has selected their pick, and they have selected at left D Bilbo Baggins. He is a first gen creator made by the username Jester John. His strengths are shooting range 13 and getting open 12, so it looks like he's going to be another offensive D-man, which I like this pick because I am a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. So any Lord of the Rings references made anywhere, I am in 100% support of. So Jester, if you're out there and you hear this, that is a great name, and I can't wait to see a Bilbo Baggins render of a hockey player that stands at like 3'8".
All right, I got one for you.
All right.
So Bilbo Baggins, he's, having a good night rest, and suddenly he wakes up and he realizes somebody's playing Don't Stop Believing on the other side of his wall. And he doesn't understand it, and then he realizes it was an unexpected journey.
Hey, Cap, go back to playing Spirit.
Oh, I don't like that. Boo.
I'm just happy I wasn't paying attention to that.
Everyone boo. Everyone throw rocks at
It's
Cap.
probably for the best that you weren't, honestly, with how
I have some feedback from an anonymous listener here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who
anonymous.
says that they are not pleased with your blasphemous attitudes towards the Wheel of Time. I don't know who would say that, but I'm
So passed out.
I can't imagine who that would be.
The Wheel of Time is boring, and I'd rather listen to like 10 autobiographies.
Time isn't real anymore.
I really enjoyed it.
Time isn't even real. It's a fake construct made to control the masses.
What?
What?
Huh? Dude, I don't know. Could have been anybody, honestly.
Time isn't wheel.
So, hold on just a second. We got the next pick in. From Kelowna, we have the right wing Tim Riggins. He's a recreate. His strengths are agility and balance, and his weaknesses are face-off and screening. So this looks like a speedy forward. Probably will be proficient in puck handling and getting across the ice It'll be proficient at going downhill. That's the term I was looking for. So maybe we can get the Kelowna GM in here and he can talk to us. Can we get him? Somebody get him?
I think they're in their own voice channel right now.
Are they?
Probably.
Can we get
It's very rare that we have this many
I know
working GMs all together.
Yeah,
cool.
everyone heard that me and Jamie were gonna be here, and they all wanted to show up.
They really did. They really wanted to hop on the Hot Boys podcast. 7, if this screams anything to you, it should be that we are coming for you.
Yes. So is the mouse.
Yeah, and so is the mouse. Yeah, because you steal ESPN's theme. So
yeah,
the mouse is coming as well.
The mouse grows near.
So, anybody have any opinions on this pick?
I think it's a pretty. I like it. I'm a little surprised Jerem fell kind of this far, but also we're still in the first round, so it's not really falling that far. I think Kelowna picked up a really good, just balanced player. I think it's rare that we find somebody who has both defensive and physical ratings higher than any offensive ratings, despite being a right wing. I wouldn't be surprised if they might take advantage of the J rules and maybe play out of position, depending on the rest of the draft. But overall, I find it really hard to complain about somebody whose physical ratings are a constant 13 across the board.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be able to essentially do what they want to do. It's the best way to put it, because they'll have the balance and the weight to stay upright, but they'll also have the speed to go from A to B. So, next pick. With that being said, next pick in the draft is coming from Anchorage, and they are selecting, oh boy, right D, Lou Carpetron, Duke Marriott the second. I'm pretty sure that's a Key and Peele
It is.
name. He's a recreate from Duke Marriott himself. Strengths are going to be passing and puck handling. So probably another quarterback-esque D-man on the board. We're getting a lot of offensive geared D-man so far. What's your guys' opinion on that?
Yeah.
So I think a little thing that's special about this one is, despite their passing and puck handling being at 13, the only really strong offensive rating they have is offensive rate at 12. Everything else is pretty spread out between the physical ratings and maybe their stick checking and their defensive read, which the already focus on the read stats speaks to me that they know what they're doing a bit behind the scenes. Maybe our rookie mentors gave them some extra tips, but I think you really hit the nail on the head that this is a quarterback. This is a puck-moving defenseman. They are going to make sure that gets to where it needs to be, even if they have to be the person to carry it there themselves.
I would also like to add that we all know the old saying that offensive defense wins championships.
I might need a citation for that one.
Or something like that.
Citation needed.
Yeah, please, cite your sources.
Yeah. Anyways, so little fun fact I found out today, I believe it was today, is Anchorage's alternate jerseys have the municipality of Anchorage's logo on them. I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, them being from Anchorage, it makes sense, but it's pretty cool being able to see, because I grew up in Anchorage for quite a while, so being able to see that is pretty cool. I saw it and was like, that logo looks incredibly familiar. So then I went and did some research. I was like, that's why. And it turns out, it's the municipality of Anchorage's logo.
I believe that's a falsehood, as Anchorage is not a real place, much like Narnia.
All right, listen. If it's not a real place,
Anchorage
what does that make me if I live there?
Not a real person.
You're attractive.
To quote Family Guy, a big fat phony.
Got him.
Yep. That's fair. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm from Anchorage because I live in Texas now, and I've forgotten what it feels like to be cool. Yeah, I'm literally above 90 degrees at all times, and I am miserable. So
Then just
Texas for
move
20
into my
years.
basement.
You have my sympathies.
It is the worst. So, next pick in the draft is up, and we have Detroit picking the right winger Ivan Laxamu. From
Laxamus.
Laxama. Oh, again.
The S got cut off again.
Getting cut off. My apologies, everybody. My apologies, Ivan. If you're around, I do apologize. He's from the Recreate Thief of Cheese, and I just got to say that is a great username. I enjoy that one quite a bit.
Honestly, like, Thief of Cheese is just a great user all around. It was really saddening to see them kind of go inactive a bit when they originally joined around like S50. But to see them back and already taking things by storm with another Ivan, I am so hyped for more cheese facts. This is a great move.
Is that like his thing? Is that his gimmick? Is cheese facts?
Not just like cheese facts, but like everything about cheese. I mean, he's the thief of cheese. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It would make sense to be able to know your targets. You know, if you're gonna make a profession out of stealing something, you might as well know it.
It does make me feel comfortable knowing that Detroit will not go top cheddar on anyone this season, as he will be hoarding all of the cheddar in the locker room.
God, I hate this.
There it is. There it is.
Funny joke.
Everybody give him a round of applause.
That was great.
Yeah. What a funny guy.
I'll have to become friends with this man because I myself do enjoy cheese facts. Now, what I do wonder is if he plays Skyrim, do you think he collects all of the cheese?
Oh yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, I would be inclined to agree. So the next pick is in from Quebec City. We have the right winger Bodie Utah, who's a recreate from Leo Bin. His strengths are screening and getting open. So kind of looks like he's going to be... I can't think of the word, but essentially, I wish I could like project my mind out onto the screen because I can think of what I'm trying to say, but I just can't say it. But congratulations, Bodie.
He's also really good at extreme sports and grand larceny. Fun fact.
Who is this?
That's
Thief
really
of
important.
Cheese or Bodie?
No, Bodie, Utah. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they made a whole movie about it.
That is interesting. Well, I feel like he'd fit right in with Quebec because the city is... This is for legal reasons. This is a joke, but the city is disgusting.
Come on now. It's not Montreal.
I mean, yeah, it could be worse. It could just be all of Canada. So.
Hey.
What?
Do not lump the rest of us in with Alberta and Quebec.
Hey,
yeah, what the hell?
Hey, there's good fishing in Quebec, though.
No, there's good fishing in the provinces that border Quebec. Although I appreciate the Letterkenny reference.
Yep,
We all do. Everyone.
The Letterkenny reference.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But you have to be aware of the douchebag à Laval.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the Degens from up north.
Well, that's an Ontario thing.
Is that just exclusive
No,
to Ontario?
the Quebec also had G-Gens from up north.
No, those are the douchebags à Laval.
Same thing.
I thought...
though.
Wait, weren't there a bunch of Degens that walked in the bar when they were all hanging out after Derry got...
Yeah.
Like, didn't they all walk in with that girl's ex and then start a bar fight?
All the guys in the blue plaid?
Yeah.
No, those are the douchebags à Laval.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, the next pick coming in is Great Falls, and they have picked Brain Bretsky at center. This is a first gen by the username of Fetchwell. These strengths are passing and puck handling. Congratulations, Fetchwell. Welcome to the expansion team. So, I wonder if at Regina, do you tell these rookies that if they like, they're pretty much going to be like a center focus for a while because you're an expansion team and they're like the true, I guess, core coming in, because you've got your expansion picks leaving and then you've got your inactives that are just around. How do you approach telling a new player that, or just a new create even, that, hey, you're coming onto an expansion team and you're going to be like, not a bunch of pressure is going to be on you, but a bunch of pressure is going to be on you?
Well, I mean, for the most part, I feel like most players that come into the league just want ice time, right? So the biggest promise that any expansion team has is, hey, guess what? You're on line tune, buddy. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And I think any player that comes in probably sees that, and you know, there's an underlying need to tell them that, like, you know, you're gonna be in the top 6, you're gonna be on line 2, you're gonna be in line 1, whatever. But you know, kind of tempering expectations a little bit, because like, no player wants to come into the league, play top 6 minutes, but only get 20 points, you know, and have like a minus 55. So I think it's a delicate balance between, you know, be excited that you're going to get all the opportunity in the world, but, you know, just expect that it's not going to go fantastic right away. And if it does, well, FHM is broken, and we should just switch back to SDHS, I guess.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
And I agree. The FHM be fickle. And if you guys, for those of you listening or those of you here in the chat, tune into the best podcast, the best up and coming podcast around the league, Hot Boys podcast. Granny and I do mention multiple times that the sim gods do be fickle, and
Quite so.
Sometimes they just say, you know, let's let everybody in the first round get swept. So, you know, it happens. The best you can do is pray to the sim gods that they bless your team, and that your GM has also blessed your team. So, but
FHM has never blessed me.
no, well, I don't know. I mean, you did put up. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, like what kind of point of view you're at. Because for you, for example,
I haven't won anything.
That's true, but you're also just bad.
All right, that's fair.
But if you're creating to be the best shooter, like just if you want a player that puts up the most amount of shots ever all time, you're pretty good. Like,
I was like 15th in shots by the end of the
year.
Yeah,
but combine that with your shots from the season before. Like
and then I still don't think I catch up to Balser's shot total.
You still put up a lot though. And that's depending on who you are. That's a good
I think what we should really be talking about is FHM just robbing Sweden of the gold medal.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second after I announce
what the real
Newfoundland's pick. And they have, with their pick, they have selected center Valters Denisova, who is a first-gen create by the username of Vico3. He is his strengths are passing and puck handling. His weaknesses are hitting and blocking. So surprisingly, you don't see many centers or forwards in general. Some centers you see it, but most forwards you don't see hitting that high up right off of the bat. What do you think about that, ACAP?
I think it's just a little interesting. The only skill they haven't put some level of TP into has been fighting, which, I mean, I 100% recommend, unless you're trying to be Junie Panda. Like, don't bother with fighting that much. I think it's a little interesting to see a combination of both tossing TP everywhere, like you got a little bit in passing and puck handling, but you've also already tossed a bunch in face-offs, defensive read, positioning. I think I'm a little surprised to see it so spread out, but also I want to keep my eye on this player as the season goes on. I know Newfoundland has a lot of good scouting and coaching in their locker room, So I want to see what they can do with this player, and I'd be keeping a good eye on the role they play throughout the season.
Yeah.
Also, their build's gonna change a lot just in the next like few weeks alone.
Oh, absolutely.
So like nothing here is like set in stone of how their build is. They're gonna flesh it out more.
Yeah. So, Newfoundland, for those of you that don't know, went pretty far again in the playoffs. So, see
What a shocker.
see if they can do it again. So the next pick already in by the Vancouver Whalers. This is their first pick of the draft. They have selected Dexter Kirk, the left demon out of St. Cloud University. I'm just kidding. I wanted to say that. They are a recreate from Nedex, and their strengths are passing and shooting accuracy. So this is the first pick from Vancouver, which doesn't really surprise me because I remember last draft they put quite a bit forward into getting a lot of early picks, and I think that they're gonna be one of the teams to beat again this season because they've kept a lot of their good core players, and they've got a lot of good players, active players coming up as in coming out of their rookie season. So
be really interested in seeing how Vancouver does. I mean, like you mentioned, they traded a lot to confirm and just go for that extra push, and it paid off. They got the 4-star cup. It's hard to say that none of that was worth it. I think that this is a good pick for them to start filling in some of the gaps they've got now thanks to those trades, and of course losing a couple of people to expansion. I think that this left defenseman will be really nice because of how balanced they are, even with their offensive ratings. I think the puck handling is extremely low for a defenseman, but if any team can make it work, it's probably going to be Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I completely agree with that 100%. Well said.
Yeah. So while we wait for the next pick, back onto the topic of the WJC, your own truly here, Granny Pan Pan, was named co-GM for the team of Sweden and managed to carry them or build them all the way to the medal game.
Which we lost.
All very proud.
Yeah, I mean,
but we lost.
I am very proud of you as a team member of the Team America. I am very proud of you for coming in second.
I'm very angry at you for playing in that game.
But there was really nothing you could do against the skill of Vincent Fox and the rest of America. So you gave it your best effort.
There's nothing I needed to do. Test sims came up overwhelmingly in my favor.
But remember, we talked about this on the http://SHL/Hotboys podcast.
What? Okay.
That
extra.
The sim cannot compute, and it cannot account for the power that is Vincent Fox. It's gotta learn to deal with it.
Remember, like earlier in this stream, we were talking about how bad Vincent Fox was.
That's slander, and I won't stand for it. And I'm gonna interrupt you.
Chat, please get Jimmy.
I'm gonna interrupt you by announcing Detroit's next pick before you slander my name any further.
We're going back to it.
Detroit has selected right wing Sam Aja, or Aja. Aja by the player user Aja_59. This is a first gen player. His strengths are offensive read and screening. His weaknesses are stick checking and shot blocking. So definitely not defensive winger out of the gate. So do we have any more shade to throw at Detroit?
Yeah, St. Louis is better.
Okay, well,
that's not a hard accomplishment.
Hey.
Just saying, of course, the 13th overall team is going to be better than the 14th overall team.
All right, let's get this guy out of here.
Yeah, get him out of
here. So we are now in the second round. Do you guys foresee any big trades happening?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see much happening either. The way I see it, looking at it now, is a lot of the teams are pretty much right where they. I can't really speak for the GMs, but I would say that they're pretty much right where they want to be. With such a small draft class this season, I don't imagine many shakeups happening other than what happened at the beginning. That's probably about as big as we're gonna get, unless Seven decides he wants to trade away his first pick. But you know, he might be feeling a little spicy tonight. It just comes with being a hot boy, you know. So the next pick.
It's like a sponsored stream or something.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I mean, the host of this are running a podcast.
He's contractually obligated to say "hot boys" at least 38
Yeah,
times.
We are. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
The
Jimmy
SMJHL
signed me to a
Draft.
contract. I signed him to a contract.
And then Bad Wolf signed both of us to a contract. So if you
That
really
is
have
what
any
happened.
issues, you'll have to take it up with the
Definitely her fault.
the better commish of the J.
Yeah, clearly superior to ACAP.
So
I mean, I prefer Mop Boy Summer, personally.
Oh,
I think we're now removing you from the chat.
yeah, we don't stand for that.
That is slander.
How
on our
dare
name.
you
But-
slander Tyler Mott?
What we do stand for is Anchorage's next pick, and that is the right D-man Hardcastle, made by the user Hardcastle. He is a first-gen create, and his strengths are puck handling and strength. So another guess. Just again,
Pretty
can't think of
sure-
the words, but
I'm pretty sure he just created like what 10 hours ago.
well, hey, he made the deadline. Hardcastle, if you're here, congratulations. Welcome to Anchorage. Anchorage is a great place. Many of these naysayers here say it doesn't exist. However, they would be wrong.
Nope, we're right.
Pack
It's not a real
your
place.
parkas and
Yeah, you're
watch
gonna need 'em, it's
out.
cold.
Watch out for the moose.
The moose.
What do you know about moose?
What do you mean? What do I know about moose? I know everything there is to know about moose.
Give me 3 moose facts right now.
They're tall, they're brown, and they have big horns if they're males.
He wins again. God damn it.
Also, their
Or
horns
their
shed.
antlers.
Their horns do shed. They do, and it is very disgusting. And it is
Why are you calling them
Terrifying,
horns?
actually.
Or
Their
antlers.
antlers shed.
They do, and it's disgusting, especially when you see their shed antlers in your backyard. It looks like something was murdered.
Also, if I may get into detail a little bit, when a hunter hunts a moose, they have to hang them from trees because they're so tall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
They do.
How do
Yeah.
you get it up there
Well,
Effort.
yeah.
It do be like
And an
that.
ATV.
with the heart of the cards?
I've only ever seen moose hanging from trees. I've never seen an alive one.
So, I've seen a couple of live one, but you know what else I've also seen is Maine's next pick, and with it, they have
Your
selected.
segues are on point.
Thank you. I'm trying to get something good out of this. So they have selected center Emerson Porzingis, created by Rocket Fig, who is a first gen creator. So that was a sigh. Can I get a reason for that sigh?
Yeah, Sparky here. Toast. Come on, man. I drafted you 4th overall in the basketball sim league, and you do this to me. Pretty upset about this pick. He was on our board with our next pick, but enjoy.
I'm telling you, Granny, we need a SHL sanctioned fight stream between the GMs. Sponsored,
We do.
sponsored
There's
by
a lot of drama here.
Sponsored by the Hot Boys podcast, of course.
Sponsored by the Hot Boys podcast.
I will only do that if D Mills retakes his position as Vancouver GM. Because seeing him and I fight would be hilarious.
Jax, can we get you in Nevada real quick, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you heard him, D Mills. You have
Oh, he's
been
in trouble.
challenged. If you're there.
I really can't believe Jack just left us like that. That's really disrespectful.
I mean, it didn't even ask for permission. Honestly, we
Yeah,
need a
he just
title
like
shot.
left.
Voice. I just wanted him to talk.
No, that doesn't matter. I'm just kidding. Don't be mad at me. I don't know her. I hope she doesn't get mad at me.
I think she's mad at me for not winning gold in WJC.
Well, I'm not, and that's what should matter. So
no, it doesn't matter.
So yeah, back to the segues. I am trying to do something funny because my crowd noise stream hour loop has ended.
Oh no!
There's no more crowd noise in the bank.
They all went home.
Started again. Wait, do the dancing cow.
Do the dancing? Well, I can't because my stream is the draft, so I can't put a dancing cow up. I'd have to reorder a whole bunch of things, and I can't. Maybe for the next draft. Listen, for all of those, for all of you out there watching, this draft is only going to get better. I promise. Granny and I are going to spend. I mean, I might. I can't speak for Granny because he doesn't like to participate in cool things.
What? Okay, slander.
I will put multiple hours into improving this draft experience. So maybe next time we can have a dancing cow.
The dancing cow was my idea for the podcast.
I mean, yes, but I'm the one that would have to put it in. So, okay.
Well, don't come at me saying that I don't like cool things and then take my idea.
Fine, I won't. I'll come at you saying Newfoundland's next pick, which is Devin Williams II, who is a left demon out of UCLA, and he is a recreate by Mr. Ruhiu. His stats are checking and hitting. His strengths, his weaknesses are screening and getting open. So I think we have ourselves another Goon Squad man here.
Goon Squad.
And he is going to be another strong piece for Newfoundland, who is already pretty strong. So, congratulations, Devin Williams. So, on the topic of recreates, I think this is a world first premiere, by the way, folks. When I recreate, I'm going to recreate myself as Schnitzel from the hit show Chowder, and I will role play all of the time, and all of my PTs, it's going to be an absolute.
Why are you the way
character.
That you are?
It's going to be.
I'm okay with translating for you in Crack in Discord. I'm not translating your entire career.
But listen, you don't have to. That's the thing is, I'm going to put it out there for the GMs now. You don't have to draft me if you don't want. I won't be upset. But all of my PTs will consist of only the word Rada.
And then I'm going to have to do a second PT. I'm just going to have to do yours because I'm going to have to translate for you.
Pretty much. If it makes you feel better, everybody plug your ears except for Granny because this may be slightly illegal. But I will type out.
Hold on. Let's not.
I will.
Whatever you have to say.
I will.
Shut up.
It's gonna be fine, Seven. Listen.
No.
You don't.
No.
Yes.
No. Let me get the popcorn.
It'll be fine, Seven. All right. Listen.
Well, me, you, and Jimmy. We'll talk about it in the tampering server. But
I will write out my PTs in normal and then send them to you on Discord so you can just copy and paste them so you can translate my radas for me.
And as we know, because it was posted on Discord, it is completely legal.
It is fact. Yes. And this does not count as me owning two players. That's not what it is.
This is true.
It's Jimmy's player that I'm running for him, basically.
Discord is not mentioned in the rulebook, as we so gleefully found out at the beginning of.
Oh, we sure did. Boy, howdy.
So, man.
Wait, Jax, when did you come back?
I did an AC today.
No, to the channel.
I just ignored. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I just noticed you were here.
I came right back in as soon as role playing was mentioned.
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, I mean roleplay is hot. We talk about it all the times on the
It's very common.
The hashtag
Take
sponsored.
my role play very seriously.
And so does Jimmy.
So
it's
do
all he's
I.
been doing in Kraken server, and I've been translating.
On
It's
the
very
note of
stressful.
roleplay, if anyone here has a D&D thing that they do online, I would join because I'm lonely.
All right, well, call me the Dungeon Master because I'm going to move this forward with the next pick.
Yeah.
That
what?
was almost
That was
something.
the worst transition I've ever seen.
You know what?
Dude,
Master dies.
I
You
gotta,
did something.
I
but
gotta work with what I got. All right.
You rolled a nat 1 on that transition.
So St. Louis
Yeah.
has picked the right demon, Rolf Korhonen. I can't read because it's cut off again, which is fine. It is a recreate by Wildfire Micro. His strengths are strength and passing, so he is strong at being strong.
Aren't we all?
Not all of us.
Well, I think this is
No,
a.
we're all strong inside.
Yes, I think this is a perfect pick for him to come to St. Louis. Hence his player render is Ralph from Ed, Ed and Eddie, and as we all know, he is a farmer, and we are scarecrows. So it was an easy pick here. Yeah, we had a good conversation. We've played together in other leagues and teams together, so I think this is gonna be fun with him coming to St. Louis.
That's good. Well,
Question for you.
Mhm.
Can I make your goal horn this season?
Yes.
I
say yes, and his favorite.
It depends on what.
Let's remember what Jax had our goal horn last season.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It will completely relate to scarecrows.
Oh, lame.
Oh?
This
You
is
should've-
more
listen,
ominous
you
than it
DM
was
me
before.
it, I will listen to it, and we'll have a conversation.
Honestly, I think it's a missed opportunity. You should have it as Ed, Ed and Eddie's like fight sound effects. And I see nothing wrong with that, to be honest.
I think you should trade like a first round pick for the rights to make a goal horn.
Wait,
One
is that
sec.
how that works?
I'm making the goal horn right now.
Okay. All right. Well, the next
We can
pick,
debut it live on the stream too.
I'm
We
okay.
can.
I'm okay with
man.
that. This is a first time goal horn debut on the season 62 J Draft, sponsored and hosted by the Hot Boys podcast.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. The next pick is by Great Falls, and they have selected the right demon, Brent Ash
Man.
II, and the creator is NHL Beast Mode _777. We have a displeased voice caller. Yes, you are on the line. What is it that displeases you about this pick today?
No, I'm not displeased. I'm actually excited to see him go high in this draft. He played with. He actually was part of the team that my first year as a co-GM here in St. Louis with Blitz. We drafted him super late in the draft, and he was fantastic. He's an awesome user, good guy to talk to in the locker room. I think Great Falls has a great user there. I think he's gonna be a good defenseman. I know he's gonna be an offensive build defenseman actually. So
okay,
yeah. Congratulations, Beast. Happy to see Brent Ash back in the league.
Yep, congratulations. So, is ACAP in here or Bad Wolf? Any of the I guess any head office? Do we have any HO in here? Because I want to know how legal it is for what I'm about to talk about.
That's never stopped you before.
That is true. That has never stopped me before. But before that, I'm going to announce St. Louis's pick. And it is Alex Nunez, who is created by A Cup of Bread. And this will be their first creation.
Yes, I pointed out, I don't know who it was, but I pointed out somebody created about 9 hours ago. If I am correct, I'm pretty sure Cup of Bread here. Let me see what he created. He created 7 hours ago. Yeah, so we're in desperate need of centers. Just had a little quick conversation with Cup of Bread not too long ago, and I think he's a perfect fit for this locker room to keep it active and going. So welcome A Cup of Bread.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder how would you consume a piece of bread in a cup? Would you like try to?
I would use a fork.
I would actually
Interesting.
drown it in water and eat it that way.
Yeah, that's disgusting, and I hope to never hear that again.
He is now removed from the chat. I'd like to issue a formal apology to all of our wonderful listeners for having to listen to that.
Yeah, I don't blame anybody for wanting to.
Sparky is losing his GM pay for the season for that.
Yeah,
It's okay. I get paid about 30, almost 40 mil a season. I'm okay.
I'm taking all of it.
Yeah, we are. The Hot Boys have also just been first premiere stream, by the way, world's first. The Hot Boys podcast have now been officially instated as the SHL's police force. So we will be acquiring all of your money.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute now.
Yep, you owe. It's all taxes. You can't avoid it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out now.
We will, if it makes you feel any better, we will be using it to hopefully sponsor and fund Seven's OnlyFans. So
we're gonna make it happen.
I have all my money for that.
See, we got everyone on board. See, you just had to let us finish.
See, Seven, I hope you hear the public outcry for this.
Yeah, we all want it.
We all want it. We need it, honestly. It's not even a want anymore. It's a need. But I also need to announce the next pick, and that is Kelowna.
That was a slightly better transition.
Listen, It
wasn't improved.
Listen, I'm going to have multiple transitions, all right? Some of them are going to be winners, and some aren't, all right, Seven?
For the most part, you've been doing good.
Thank you. Listen,
my wonderful
it could be worse. I could be the ringleader of the most popular podcast and not allow.
That'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, and not allow the two hottest boys to be
Announce
on the
pick.
podcast. So, but with that being said, Chris McZerl Jr. Chris McZerl was drafted by Kelowna, and he is a recreate. So, how's Kelowna doing? How did they do last year? I didn't keep up with them very much. I was very busy with a lot of real life stuff, so I struggled to keep on top of my player, and so I definitely struggled to keep track of other teams. So how did Kelowna do, for those of you that know?
I don't.
No. Well, you know what? That makes me feel slightly better. So, well, if anybody in the chat wants to tell me how they did, I would appreciate it. So,
no one do it. Let's all just live in mystery.
Yeah,
how about that?
That's also possible. A possibility. I definitely do enjoy living in mystery, like wondering when you're finally gonna flake out on me and leave the Hot Boys podcast, Granny, because I think it's gonna happen soon.
I think every single episode that we record, we just threaten to do it more and more, and eventually we're gonna break, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I already called dibs on Roddy and McPumpkin, so have fun.
I mean, but I'm the hotter one of us too, so they're probably.
But I have dibs on Roddy and McPumpkin.
I don't know.
They love me.
I think McPumpkin will go with me because you've heard him talk. He's a very attractive man.
He is. Oh, his voice is so hot. Oh my goodness.
So, you know what else is hot is Regina's next pick, and they have picked at Chris Chelios at right D. It is a first gen player by the user name Kev411. His strengths are shot blocking and fighting. So, judging just based off of those strengths, I think we got another addition to the Goon Squad.
Goon Squad, baby.
Goon
Squad.
So, congratulations to Chris Chelios, Chris Chelios Jr. And I'm reminded of the Stelios Kontos bit from American Dad.
Yeah, that song is so good from that bit.
For those of you, if you understand my if you understand my reference.
I don't think anyone did.
I have breaking news. I have the goal horn.
Okay, yeah, so that's what that was. All right,
Yeah.
so
I had to message you first to be able to DM you.
okay, so we will here in a moment after I announce this next pick, we will have a world's first premiere of the potential new St. Louis goal horn alarm.
And I'm not sending it to St. Louis first. I'm letting you play it, and they can hear it through you first.
Okay.
And then everyone in this chat will vote on it. We're all going to vote on it.
So, but first, what we need to hear is this next pick, and that is Detroit picking the left wing Bubba Tree by the user Bubba Tree. He is a first gen create. His strengths are screening and getting open. So I like that name. I don't know why. It's just a funny name. I giggle internally.
I think you just like the word Bubba.
I think that might be what it is. Honestly, they might just be that. So, well, while we're waiting for the next pick, the highly anticipated world premiere of this goal horn, and I really hope I don't regret this.
No, you're not going to.
It's very PG. I chose the PG version instead of the one that has a swear word because of league mandates.
Okay, I appreciate that of you.
But there is a more hardcore version.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and play it. So let's see.
Let's see it. Let's see it, boys.
Let's hear it.
Oh, he's playing it right now.
Yeah, but he's gonna be.
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna replay that one more time for those.
Well, he's playing it on stream, so we won't hear it until it's on the stream, right?
Okay, I'll start over. I'll play the stream.
I'm muting you all.
That is one of the best things I have ever heard. I'll give it a couple seconds for you guys to listen to it.
Where is it?
Do I need to turn it up? Let me turn it up. Is it not playing?
You just have to imagine it in your head.
Good girl in a straw hat with
The real goal horn was the friends we made along the way.
That is a scarecrow.
Okay, so it is very quiet. I am maxed all the way up on my volume settings. So
you can do this, I believe.
Like, this is as loud as it's gonna get.
Okay, you could send that to me. I'll talk to the my team leadership and we'll go from there.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first.
There you go.
World premiere of the Scarecrow's potential new goal horn. So, congratulations to the Scarecrows that we'll be hearing that for the rest of at least the next season. So
I have a second version of it that would be perfect for like a high scoring game. Like if we can make it so the Simmers use the second goal horn like past 6 goals.
Oh, I wish.
That'd be super cool.
So the next pick is in. It is the Quebec City pick. And they are picking right wing Lucas Arnold by the creator Lucas Arnold. He is a first gen create, and his strengths are passing and acceleration at 14. And it looks like he's bumped his screening and checking up just a little bit. So could it be potential for a all-around player or just a general bruising forward, a power forward, if you will? Who knows? So, are we going to hear the potential second Scarecrow goal horn?
Oh God! Okay, I'm gonna do that right now then.
Might as well.
It'll take me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
I'll be back. I'm gonna have to deafen you all.
All right.
Godspeed.
Understandable. So while that's happening and we're waiting for the next pick, I just wanted to say a quick word to our sponsors.
Oh my God.
Disney Channel.
Wait, what? I was not aware of the sponsor.
Wait, what?
For
Real talk, I work for Disney.
Do you really?
Yes.
So
okay, then sponsor us.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What?
Wait, world's first reveal?
Oh,
so like
just big
All
reveals
I'm
here in the
saying,
stream.
just caught me off guard a little.
So, quick question: are you potentially in a position or of power that we can use you to send legal action against Seven for stealing ESPN's?
This sounds like tampering, but I agree with it.
I'll run it up the flagpole.
All right,
You bet. Thank you.
Wait, you work for Disney, but you live in Texas.
No. I lived in Texas for 20 years,
Oh,
and then I went to college, and then I moved to New York, where I've been for 10 years.
Okay.
But also, like, are we like unaware that corporations can have multiple locations?
No, that's not a real thing. Corporations don't exist. They're evil. Down with the corporations.
What are you on about?
I wish Fiddler was in here. He would run with that.
It's just you right now, brother.
That's what I'm saying. Is if he was in here, it would be funny. But he's not. So I've made a fool of myself.
Yes, you have. You have made a fool of yourself publicly.
Somebody in the comments has said, "Is Bad Wolf actually Stitch?" Yes, she is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah.
She is our sponsor. Our sponsor is Stitch from Lilo and
many
Stitch.
sponsors do we have?
Just one.
Who else?
It's just
Sponsors?
so.
yeah.
So
I
far,
guess
it's
Stitch
just
is Disney.
Stitch. So far, it's just Stitch because Stitch is paying us for this. So,
Thank you, Stitch.
yes, and she is also paying me to read this next draft pick, which is the Nevada Battleborn selecting Elias Ekholm, G.
Elias Ekholm Gunnarsson.
Elias?
They're co-GM.
Again, graphic cutoff. I apologize.
Jimmy's fault. Fire Jimmy.
I apologize, sponsors. This is not the Hot Boys podcast quality that I want, but they picked Elias Ekholm Gunnarsson, or for short,
Elias.
You know what?
Elias.
I'm quitting. Granny, you're taking over.
You
All right,
can't quit now. I just sent you the second goal horn.
All right, never mind.
That's okay. Just send it to me. I got it.
Okay, I can't quit. I like the abbreviation though. The acronym LEG.
Leg.
It's funny. It's just leg. Like, hey, leg.
Leg.
So, the user Scold Pador is a recreate.
Pador.
That's Jess.
Yeah, it's me.
So,
that's why I'm being so anal about the
dude,
name.
why didn't you just announce yourself then? Why am I out here embarrassing
Jack
myself?
said he was gonna do it, and then he
I was
disappeared,
gonna
so
do it,
I don't
and then
know.
Nobody
I was
told
gonna
me.
do it, and then I was making a goal horn. What do you want from me?
Gosh.
I think you need to sort out your priorities, Jax.
Yeah,
This is
definitely.
the goal horn.
All right, Jess, tell us a little bit about yourself then.
How does it feel to be drafted by Nevada?
Reach.
I'm thrilled.
Did
This is
somebody
all I've
say
ever wanted.
Did somebody say reach?
I think they came in here just to say
Not
reach.
unfair.
Reach.
That is fair.
That's reasonable.
Not unfair.
So
he's a power forward build, just gonna smash things, even though he's like 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Because he's my render's Cole Caulfield, so just
yes.
the guy who smashes everyone.
Short king.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Good
So
job.
per 7, I'm getting this in my DMs now. He wants to know how many 4-star cups are you planning on not winning with this character?
She's gonna win
not send him anything.
1,000% more than she won with her last player.
I can't believe
Thousands.
so.
Yeah, it couldn't be worse than the last time. So
That's fair. I mean, you could
Thank you, Kelowna in Colorado.
technically you could lose. We could find out that Nevada bangs trash cans in their locker room on their
Never.
bench. So, and you could lose a cup.
we're not. The
I'm
cheating team.
refraining myself from making a very dark joke.
It's probably for the best. Again,
Appreciate that.
our sponsor is watching, so we gotta.
Yeah, don't loot, please. I need this money. I need it. Please.
Wait, is that Luke?
Luke?
Is that what you said, Luke?
What?
Did you say Loot or Luke? Because if you said Luke, then Luke can make whatever jokes he wants. I won't stop him.
I said neither of these words.
I heard you say Loot. Anyways, that being said,
I think you're the lewd one here. All right.
Whatever,
anyway.
dude. We have the next version of the battle horn. That's what I like to call it. But after that, or before that, I'm going to announce Colorado's next pick, which is the right D man, Gray Rosie, who is a first-gen player made by the creator Bleed Blue. And I really, really hope that that's not Bleed Blue for Duke, because I will not like this guy.
Yeah, let's go Blue Devils, baby.
The rest of time.
Disgusting.
Go Blue Devils. Let's go.
Do you care about college?
Everyone knows the only two teams that matter are Michigan Wolverines.
Yes, sir.
And Ole Miss.
Who said that? Who said that?
I mean, Michigan, if you don't like watching a winning football team, yes.
Okay, all right. We need to get this man off the air.
So
and Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, it's Ole Miss. They're in one of the most disgusting states in the country. So
Michigan football is gonna win this.
Yeah, but I know a guy on Ole Miss, so
I prefer Ole Mister.
you sure do. You like your old people. So
wait, that's not at all.
That is exactly what you were intending. So this is the first pick
Slander.
from Colorado this draft.
Colorado.
If I remember correctly, was it last draft or the draft before where they had like a bajillion picks? I don't remember. There's a draft where they had a ton of picks, but not this season. So maybe next season, Colorado. So we have. While we wait for the next pick, let me play you guys this next one. So this is another. I'm going in blind. So all of you tune into the stream here in the chat if you want to hear
everybody deafen.
So all right, I'm playing it now.
We go to bed, you doze off. So I take your country girl clothes off. I put my hands on your body. It feels like, hey, it's a fucking scarecrow again.
All right, so that's our allotted one cuss word of the stream. Again, I'm sorry, sponsor. Please don't kill me. I did not know
we're
that
still
was in there.
PG-13.
We are very much still PG-13. That's our one F word. I'm pretty sure PG-13 movies are allowed one F word. That was our one F word. That's it.
If it gets passed by HO, then like every time the Scarecrows score 5 goals, so we'll hear it once this season, then they can play it.
Okay, well, then it'll be canon, and I'll be allowed to play it as much as I want.
Lore.
So, but to add on to more lore in the J League, we have Detroit selecting next, and they have picked the goalie Everett Jansen. And he is he's a first-gen player made by Sergeant Enns, and his strengths are positioning and blocker. So this is our first goalie pick of the draft, and went. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on where it went, but where do you guys think? Do you guys think it was a good pick at this point in the draft?
I think late in the draft, fine, yeah. You really can't go wrong.
As long as they are content with the knowledge that they'll never be better than Willie Miller, then I think it's fine.
Yeah.
No one is better than Willie Miller.
Except Jonas Johansson.
That is a lie. That is...
Excuse me. Thanks.
I will remain impartial.
Uh-huh.
So, do you guys think that there will be any more goalies picked up in the draft, or do you think the rest will go to UDFAs?
I don't know what other teams need goalies.
I don't.
Take your time.
I don't know.
No,
sorry. I'm typing. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Shut up.
That's all right. No, it's okay. We enjoy the input. So congratulations, Everett, on your first player being drafted and also being the first goalie to go. So I wish you well to an extent, because you are going to Detroit. And
I feel bad for you. I feel bad for your son.
In Carolina, we don't like you.
We don't like Detroit around there.
So, and to be honest, if I'm being completely candid with all of my guests here on the stream, somehow Detroit is so bad that nobody wants to be there, even in a sim league.
Ha! And listen, okay, wait a minute. I'm born and raised in Michigan, okay?
I'm sorry for you.
Nah.
Talking like that.
He's from Michigan. So they talk up there.
Do they really?
Michigan's
justifies nothing.
So they just make noises?
Actually, yeah, pretty much.
They speak Simglish.
Have you listened to Kid Rock? I mean, come on.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah, Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair. I mean, that makes sense now, because most of his song is just hung bang, bang, da bong, a bong. A whole bunch.
That's facts.
So, just kidding. Detroit, I'm sure, is a great place. I can't really talk smack about it because I've never been there.
It's really not.
It's okay. It's a lovely city.
As long as you're staying out of 95% of it.
As long as you're staying by Ford Field, Comerica Park.
You know what? They have one of the best NHL arenas in the league.
Yeah, the Little Caesars
That's
Arena.
about it.
Well, all I know about Detroit is what our local team Hobo says, Slothface Killer. He is a big Detroit fan, so any Detroit knowledge I get from him, or I get, is from him. So, but
I can help you out there, because,
Yeah, well, if I have any Detroit questions, I will make sure to get to you. But I do not have a question about who's getting picked next, because I have it, and it's Vancouver, and they're picking another goalie.
Them all.
Steph Stenfoy.
Wow.
Oh, wait, actually, it's cut off again, so I'm butchering the name. But the recreate is, or it's not a recreate, it's a first gen, and the creator is Steph. Another goalie to Vancouver.
Stenfers.
So, Steph Stenfers. Okay.
Yeah.
So, a goalie pickup by Vancouver, and I actually have something intelligent to say regarding the league for once. So,
I don't believe you.
Vancouver picking up another goalie. I wonder if their current goalie, don't remember his name, but the dude absolutely plays lights out. I wonder if he's
Olaf, I think.
Olaf, I think that's what it is. I wonder now if he's going to pass on his knowledge to this goalie, and Vancouver's going to have another terrifying goalie here in about a season and a half. So I wonder if we're going to have just an Olaf 2.0, and that genuinely, as a Carolina Kraken, that genuinely terrifies me, but also I won't have to deal with it in 2 seasons. So I'm sorry, Seven. I hope he doesn't destroy you guys too bad.
It sounds like it's going to be your problem and not mine.
I mean, maybe, unless I go inactive again. So there's always a possibility. Yeah. So another goalie. Congratulations. While we wait for the next pick, I want to pitch an idea to you, Seven.
What's that?
So, Hot Boys and HTT collab podcast, but all we do is walk around in a park throwing a football at each other with our shirts off.
I don't think that's a podcast.
Sure it is.
If we record it,
if we
it's
record
a
it and
podcast.
are talking, I think it's a podcast.
I don't think there's like a legal definition.
Well,
there's video podcasts.
There's absolutely
HCT is
video
they
podcasts.
like camera on there.
But
I think you're just mad that we have this podcast.
It's an understandable reaction. Somebody in the chat says, I'd feel bad for Detroit if they weren't Detroit. I am right there with you, Hannah.
Wow. Thank you, Hannah. Very cool.
I concur. However, honestly, if we're being real here, can't be much worse than Houston. Houston is literally what I like to call the butthole of America.
I haven't been there. I don't intend to.
You're not missing much. It is literally a swamp filled with probably for PG-13 related reasons, the dumbest people in the country have to live there. Sorry for anybody that plays in the SHL and is from Houston. You're cool. But I would hope you're doing your absolute best to escape that city.
I didn't realize that the people in charge of Facebook's branding lived in Houston.
I mean, I'd believe it.
But let's be real, this meta thing is very stupid.
So, but you want to know what's not stupid is Anaheim's next pick, which is...
No, it's probably still stupid.
Oof,
Probably, yeah.
Just because it's Anaheim. Not the pick. I'm sure the player is lovely, but Anaheim.
I just don't understand why I'm always the butt.
Anaheim's kind of smelly.
I'm going to tell you why you're the butt of the joke. Anaheim.
Yep. Simple as that.
Not my fault.
I mean,
yes, it is.
Technically...
And it is your fault. You took the job.
Yeah, it really is. You knew what you were doing.
We all know why I took the job, so...
Do we?
Yeah, no one else wanted it, obviously.
Oh, fair enough.
I wonder why.
Trust me, I've been working on it.
The joke. They did not want to be the butt of the joke.
Well,
yeah. So I took Cuffy, Jack Cuff. I guess I will announce my own pick since no one else is. I know you, Dr. V. This was a pick. I was from our conversations. I mean, we're getting towards the end of the draft, and I have Mook and Rice Bowl already in my locker room, and they're big cheerleaders for Cuffy. So that's why he's coming to Anaheim.
Yeah, Cuffy's an old school user too. So yeah, it's good to see him back as well.
Well, welcome back, Cuffy. I assume with what these guys are saying about you, you are a good person, and I hope to get to know you. So maybe I can take you out for dinner, and I can make you my new Hot Boys podcast partner. What? I didn't say that. Is Granny not even here? That's unfortunate.
I am.
Oh,
I'm talking to Wilma. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was expecting a reaction from you. So, oh Lord.
Yeah.
You got
You got it. I believe in you. I'm only here for this. After
somebody
you announce
needs
this pick,
to record this, please.
After you announce this pick, I'm leaving. I waited for this.
Oh my Lord. So, well, if you all are wondering what I'm exclaiming about, it is the next pick from Nevada, and it is Takit Sertak Totungi.
That's close enough, I guess.
And it is Grey Goose Vodka, who is a recreate. So, does anybody have any comments about this man?
No.
No?
I can talk a little bit if you want me to.
Oh, sure.
That's a pick. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
I just wanted to shout out our scout Alaris, who this was a really late pick that we did not expect to hear back from, and Alaris did the legwork and did his scouting, and we got the guy.
Well,
good job, Alaris.
Congratulations, Takit Sertak. I'm done pronouncing it. Congratulations. And Jess, I wasn't sure if you were in here because you've been so quiet, so I didn't want to call on you.
Interrupt all of whatever else is going on in here.
I'm really the voice of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like the only one of the GMs that's talking.
Well, yeah, but congratulations.
I was too busy doing my job.
What an idiot. I hate doing my job.
Wow. Well, I mean, props to that scout, and may you one day take Jess's job from her, so.
I mean, I've drafted her now, so I just had her here so I could draft her. Now I can fire and get Alaris on board.
Oh, wow.
Enough. I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. I'll be dead before you're fired.
Interesting. Are you confirming that you will be the next the annual J Draft stabbing victim?
Literally, someone got stabbed at my building this morning.
Yeah,
it was you.
It's a J Draft tradition. So, are you going to be the next draft stabbing victim?
If the draft is on a Monday, I hope so.
Okay, well, Granny, let's make it happen. Fortunately, as the
That
SHL
response of if it's a Monday, then stab me. It just ruined any enthusiasm I had.
Listen, if it's Sunday through Thursday, I'm on board. But the moment it hits Friday, don't take my weekend from me.
That's understandable. Fortunately, as the league's police force, we have the resources to make it happen.
We do. We have knives.
So, yeah, Bad Wolf did give us knives. Yes. So.
Yep, she got them.
So.
Shout out to Bad Wolf for giving the Hot Boys knives
and sponsoring us. Being an all-around cool person.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Yep. And shout out to Thunder for giving me this next pick from the Regina Elk.
You got it, dude.
Purdy Semulio, who is created by... this could go one of either two ways. And I'm going to go the second option, Yalek Set. And he is a first gen player. This is his first character. He is a checking and hitting center, so I would assume he's going to be a power forward for you. Can we get inside of the mind of the Regina front office on this pick?
You've been sitting there quietly.
I've been here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we did have one of our scouts reach out to Alexet. I'm going to go the other way of pronouncing it. And, well, we did get something that really got me. He said, I'm going to be the next Selkie winner. Obviously not knowing that this is called the Holmes here, but
same difference.
Maybe I can bring that guy to do what I could never do. My everlasting quest for the Brendan Holmes trophy will go through that guy, I guess.
Yeah, I live vicariously through him. Well, congratulations, Purdy. You made it to the minor leagues. I was gonna say the big leagues, but they're not the big leagues. Not yet. You'll get there.
No, the J is the real league. That's the better one.
Yeah, and so if you guys want, for all of our listeners out there, if you want to tune into the Hot Boys podcast, we do mention oftentimes how stinky the SHL is and how much better the J is. And it's something we talk about and get into in depth onto in our podcast that comes out once a week that you can find on the SHL website. So, but real talk though, not to knock on the SHL, but there's just like there's an essence of camaraderie in the J that I don't feel in the SHL. And I mean, I didn't spend much time in there in my first recreate because I had to, or my first create because I had to retire early due to health issues. But the time that I've spent just in and around the league and in the Kraken Discord and even in the Blizzard Discord, which there's nothing wrong with the Blizzard Discord. Bless Beefine's heart, dude's an absolute rock star. But there's something about the J that just, it makes me want to stay forever. You know, I don't want to leave the J. If it was up to me, I would absolutely tell Beefine to cut me and I would sign with the Kraken, even if it meant I stayed capped at whatever need be. Like, I would spend the rest of my days in the J if I could. But what else? The other thing that I could do is announce the pick, which is,
you sure could.
Which I'm going to do. And it is St. Louis, who is picking Konstantin Strelka, who is a recreate from BBP.
Oh man. Yeah, BBP again is another long time user. Almost 10 years actually. It'll be 10 years in June. He joined 2012. And I've talked to some people around the league about him, and he's a good team player, and nothing but good things said about him. I think he's gonna be a good fit here in St. Louis. So pretty excited.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that that BBP was a confident pick for you. So congratulations, BBP. So with that being said, we are nearing the end of the draft. Not quite there yet, but if anybody in the chat has any questions, we can get some chat interaction going. You can post them if they're SHL related or vaguely SHL related, or if they're a topic that we've talked about already in the draft. Post it in the chat, and we'll do, if we can, we will talk about it.
We'll do what we can.
So the next pick is Anaheim, and it is Nikola Shumperli, and it is a recreate by Unkempt Clap TP, and I can only assume that is a Borderlands reference. And his name is Claptrap. So if it is, props to you, man. That's a sick name. Even though Borderlands or Claptrap is my least favorite character in the game, or second least, that's still a good name, and I appreciate the Borderlands reference. So, what was going through the mind of Anaheim for picking this?
So we're getting into that part of the draft where we're taking chances, and we're taking chances. Essentially, he had a bank. We did reach out to him. He never did get back to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that again, obviously. We had some luck with this last season where we had a random 7th round pick show up in the locker room. So, I mean, can't go wrong with that. So he's a recreate from 2020. He's been in the league just over 18 months. So there are bigger risks that could be taken. So we went with the safest, riskiest thing we could do. So that's where we're at.
Oh, well. If there are any new GMs, some amateur GMs out there listening, don't be afraid to take that pick, because speaking from experience, and I don't know if Seven is still in here listening, but
he is.
Seven drafted me like probably one of the last picks in a pretty big draft. I got overwhelmed by the whole like intro into the league, because there's a lot that you got to catch on to quick, and there's a lot of stuff you can miss if you don't have a mentor, and I never had a mentor. So I got overwhelmed like 4 days after creating my character, and I kind of just moved on. But this Mad Lad 7, right? Because I have my email up on the forums, and if you want to send any fan mail or messages or questions to the Hot Boys podcast, feel free to email me. This Mad Lad 7 emailed me telling me that he drafted me. And I mean, which was a shocker. I didn't really have a problem with it. I didn't think it was creepy or anything. But he emailed me telling me I got drafted, and I don't mean to like gloat or anything, but I'd think that I turned out pretty well. So it's not
narcissistic.
It's not guaranteed to happen, but it's
pretty creepy that he emailed you though.
It is pretty. It's a little bit weird. I'm just now announcing this. I always was cool with it, but to be honest with you, I think Seven's a stalker, and I have been trying to get a restraining order against him.
I don't think that's true. I think he's been trying to get a restraining order on you.
On us.
Yeah.
To the point of drafting that person at late in the round. I was a 6th round pick. And I got selected by Detroit, actually. It was a Reddit draft, season 50. Season 53, I think. It was a Reddit draft. Season 54. Yeah, 53. Season 53. It was a Reddit draft, and I got picked in the 6th round. I was like, oh, this is awesome. You know, I thought it was like it was the coolest thing ever, being a new person to sim leagues, and you know, I'm glad I was selected because I don't think I would have lasted if I didn't get selected by Detroit, because that kind of kickstarted where I am right now. So
yeah. So
before we jump into the next pick, because I don't want to ruin your awesome transition, but
yeah.
Maine has passed on pick 35, so we're actually at pick 36 with Kelowna.
Okay, so
and Kelowna is on the clock.
All right. Well, Maine may have passed on their pick, but I will not pass on announcing this pick that the Kelowna has made, and they have picked right D-man Mateo Lavoie, who is a first create by the user of Glendalf. He is his strengths are positioning and passing, so he may be another playmaking demon, which we have seen a lot of. So congratulations, Mateo, and welcome to the league. So, but yeah, we can I don't know, maybe we could go through a little like team appreciation segment here, because I got a lot of appreciation for this dude 7 here. Like, he took that chance on me, and with everything that I was going through at the time that he drafted me, like if Carolina had not drafted me, I would not be here right now. I would not have stuck around. Carolina and 7 has put together an outstanding locker room. And
7 appreciation.
And yeah,
no, that's not the point of this.
The rare 7 appreciation. But he has put together an outstanding locker room, and I'm so happy to be there, and it's awesome.
We talk about the same person?
Yeah, we are, surprisingly. The same guy that refuses to let us collab on his podcast.
Yeah, I still don't like that. That's not a 7 appreciation.
Yeah, I'm
still very upset.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we will be coming for his podcast with a vengeance.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be quiet. It will be loud.
Very loud. Very aggressive.
Yep. Not so aggressive though was this Nevada pick, where they picked
pretty aggressive
right wing CJ Brassard, who is a first gen creation by the user CJ the M16. So he is a machine gun, if I'm reading that correctly, and we seem to be having an uptick of users that are naming themselves after objects, like Carolina's own Kachow, who is an actual...
That's not an object.
He's a car. That is an object. He's Lightning McQueen.
No, he's Lightning McQueen. He's a person.
McQueen
he is
an object in a car.
No, he's not.
He's a real-life race car.
Lightning McQueen is a living, breathing being.
This is getting weird. Jess, are you around? Do you have anything to say?
So yeah, we're getting into the is there anyone here who has a pulse kind of portion of the draft?
Facts.
So I actually did manage to get a hold of this person today, and they said they will probably not have much, if any, time for this league, but they will try to do activity checks. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean that's better than nothing. That's better than him just disappearing. You know, if he gets activity checks, maybe you know what? Actually, now I think about it, he may do activity checks, but will he update? You know, he could have all the activity checks.
I'm very convincing. We'll see.
Okay, well,
just make an update thread for him.
Yeah, I mean that's what 7 had to do for me twice.
Tig had to do that for me as well. I mean, he spent hours with me one night trying to help me. So
yeah, dude. Again, 7 and Tig appreciation segment. Those two dudes are rock stars. Like 7, I feel so bad sometimes because I feel really dumb when 7's explaining some of this, what feels like the simplest stuff. But he's very patient, so it is very nice.
Yeah, I also like explaining the simplest stuff to you.
But you don't. You make things as difficult as possible at all times.
No, you just misunderstand things and have stupid opinions.
No, you have wrong opinions. But you know what's not wrong is the next Anchorage pick, where they wait a second. Okay, so we Pinger Dinger I don't know why that's so
Are you
funny.
okay?
That name is so funny.
Do you need me to take this one?
His Pinger Dinger by the user Pingu. He is a first-gen creator. And Pingu, if you're around, congratulations. You have a friend already in the server or in the on the forums who is also named Pingu. So I'm sure you guys will get along greatly. Hopefully. I don't know. I can't speak for Pingu, so. But that is Anchorage's pick. So while we wait on the next pick, I do have to air out some grievances with Granny here. He's bad. That's about it, really.
That's an incorrect statement.
It's really
at least partially.
Those were some quick grievances.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a lot more grievances with Jimmy. I'm still mad about that stupid RuneScape question.
Dude, that's why we are different. We are not the same.
Because you just make the wrong assumption about what McPumpkin means with his podcast questions.
And you get so upset about it, and I love it.
Because you're stupid.
Oh, I love it. Tune into the Hot Boys podcast to hear me upset Granny even more. But Newfoundland.
Tune into our next tier list.
Oh, yeah, that's something we're going to talk about. More podcast plugs. But first, Newfoundland's next pick is another goalie, Marcel's Antelope. I like that last name, Antelope. It's a funny word. It is a first-gen creation by the user Miracuda. Now, over-under that he gets drafted by the Tampa Bay Barracuda in the next draft.
I put all my money on under.
Yeah. Knowing how they run that ship over there, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it for the memes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they almost drafted me for the memes. I can't really say how official it was, but I was told that I would fit in great in Tampa Bay with all the memes that I post in our Discord. So,
I'm sure you would.
I think I would. I'm a pretty funny guy, all right. But that's the third goalie picked, by the way. So congratulations, Marcel's, if you're around. Hopefully we get another active goalie. Goalies are always like I feel like goalies would be easy to like create for, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. So I just personally feel like goalies would be like an easy thing to upgrade, I guess.
So before the next pick, since we're hitting the end of the draft, Great Falls is passed on pick 41, so Vancouver's on the clock at 42 now.
Okay, well, there you go. Great Falls has passed the pick onto Vancouver, and they have passed on the announcement to me, where I will be announcing that Vancouver has drafted right D-man Bobby Taylor by the first-gen player Canuck 06. Now, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think it's a little funny that the Vancouver Whalers have drafted the user Canuck 06. Any coincidence to Vancouver Canucks? Maybe. Who knows? We'll have to ask the GMs if we ever get the chance. But another right D-man. I don't know what their plans are for him. Again, as we have all stated many a time, this is the checking the pulse portion, as coined by Jess. So they're kind of just making risky picks or safe picks, whatever. Just they're making picks at this point. So there you have it. I wonder if did anything significant happen in 2006 for the Canucks? Because his name is Canuck 06.
Maybe it's when he was born. I don't know.
Maybe, but if that's the case, he would be
15. That's not
so I mean, that's not crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do we have any young players or young users? I don't know.
Yeah, that's normal.
Is it? Oh, well,
Yeah.
there you go. I had no
I
idea.
mean, I'm 19 for another 2 hours.
Well, that's the
but-
thing is I thought that you were a little baby. So I thought you were the biggest, the littlest baby in the league. Like I thought it stopped at you. So.
No, there's little tinier babies than me.
Are there? Oh, well, it's news to me.
I mean, I really am spending the last hours of my teens in this draft. That's cool.
Wait, so it's like your birthday's coming up?
Yeah, in 2 hours.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I had known because I would have tried to set up something special.
Would have sang happy birthday.
I mean,
hopefully this draft does not go on for another 2 hours.
Do we?
No, it might.
Well, here's the good news.
I don't think it's
everybody
going
else is passed, and St. Louis only has the last 2 picks of the draft. So
Yeah,
St. Louis is on the clock
me-
at 47.
Yeah, I could tell you right now, or I know I'll probably get hit with, I'll get in trouble for it. I'll wait till the picks are announced.
Okay.
All right, yeah, no tampering.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Well,
You guys don't.
Only we do.
Yeah. We have express permission for Bad Wolf to tamper. You guys don't.
No. That's all right. I've been in trouble with tampering in the past, so it's okay. Just kidding. It's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yes, we're all joking.
I don't know. That didn't sound like a joke. The Hot Boys police
Yeah.
are coming after you now. You better.
We are.
lock your
We're
doors.
definitely coming after you.
So, but the next pick is in from St. Louis is the right D-man Ben Moinet, who is made by the user Bins, and he's a first create.
Yeah, he's inactive. Again, we're pretty much digging for the bottom of the barrel here. Literally. But yeah, it's pretty much just roster fills right now. But welcome, Ben.
Well, there you go. If you're here, Ben, or if you ever see this sometime in the far future, welcome to the league. So, in my sources have confirmed that in 2006, the Vancouver Canucks made it to the Western Conference semifinals where they lost to the Anaheim Ducks in a 4-1 series. So
that's not really significant.
Not significant. So I'm willing to bet that might have been when he was born, or maybe his favorite number is 6. But what my favorite thing to do is announce the last pick of season 62 J Draft, and it is St. Louis selecting Oleana Miranova, and it is a first gen create with or by the user Pat Makes Art.
So, literally the last player available. We again needed to fill roster spots. We lost out a lot of people to the SHL, which is good because the team that we did build in the past was pretty good and it was fun, a fun group of people. But now this person was actually I think a DFA, I do believe. With QCC, so I have sent him a Discord invite, and let's hope we hear something, and maybe I can have a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, well, there is always that chance. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the last pick of the season 62 SMJHL entry draft.
Yes.
We hope that you guys enjoyed it. All of you watching out there, look forward to better J drafts as time goes on, as Granny and I get used to this. And
yeah, and maybe I'll show up on time next time.
Nah, you're all right. You showed up at a good time. So that is all. Thank you guys for those of you that are still in here and stayed in here or even came in late. Appreciate all of you guys joining in, offering your feedback, commentary. We look forward to the regular season, and good luck